All right, hello football gamers. Welcome back to Madden Football Gaming. Today we're going to be going over how to stop the PA Boot Over play that is so popular. Got a couple requests for it, and honestly, playing Weekend League this last weekend, saw a ton of people running this as like their only play. They just ran it over and over and over and over and over again until you stopped it, and then once you stopped it, they were lost. They didn't know what to do, right? And even after you stopped it, they still ran it like, oh, maybe that was a fluke. So I had to stop it like 3 times in a row before they stopped running with it or they just quit. Either way, I wanted to show you how to do it. Obviously, if people are doing this all the time, they're having some success with it. So wanted to bring this to my subscribers, hopefully help you out there. So we're going to get into it, though. So this is the play. It's out of the Jets playbook, but PA Boot Over is in a lot of different playbooks. And it looks like this stock over on the left. So we're going to go ahead and pick that. And then for defense, to come out into to defend it, you're going to go to coaching adjustments. You're going to go to curl flats, and you're going to set them to 30. I've set them to 25 before, and it stops them for the most part. But at the very end of their route, towards the end, they get up over that 25. And he drops down a little bit, and they can sometimes hit that if you don't get to them soon enough. So 30 will definitely bag it. You can leave the flats as defaults. You can leave the hooks as defaults. I like to do play ball in the air defense and conservative option for defense. Conservative just so you don't get beat. And play ball, I just feel like they do play the ball a little bit better when it's in the air, obviously, which is what this is. So that's what I do. Then the formation we're going to come out in, which again is in many different playbooks, a lot of people use this, is big nickel over G. Now when you're going to come out here in MUT, you're going to sub in your cornerbacks here at these two safety positions, and then you're going to put your safeties at these two spots right here, and you're going to put your other corner right here. So you're going to put your fifth corner right there, assuming you have a good team. Maybe it's your third safety, either free or strong, whatever it is. But so in here, I would go to I would put a corner here. I would go down and put a corner here. Right here, I'd leave Kareem Jackson. Then put Simmons. Then I'd put Parks, right? So I got safeties, or cornerbacks. And then all cornerbacks in the back end right here. That's what you do in Ultimate Team, right? And you're probably used to already doing that, just making sure I call that out. And then the play that we're going to come out in is cover 6 invert. Okay? All right, so we're going to select that. We're going to hit Y, and we're going to shade over the top, which is right stick up. Now, what that does is that actually puts that pink matching zone into that curl flat at 30 yards. So it makes it play at that 30 yards, which is what you want. Then we're going to take this outside linebacker and we're going to put him in a hard flat. Okay, and they're going to play about 5 to 10 yards right there, and that's going to cover that first crossing route. And we are going to use our Simmons, this person right here, and we're going to put him on a blitz just so he has a little bit better agility. And we're going to put X, our other person, on a mid read instead of a 3 rec. Okay, and the reason for that is really for that kind of that crossing route. So that is how we're going to stop those 3 routes coming over. But what I also like to do is put A on a spy. And that way that A is going to run with that quarterback. And so if he tries to scramble, or that's the other thing, right? So, all right, so this is the play stock, right? And most people block their running back and they put that tight end on a delay fade up like this, which is the most annoying thing in the world. If you play against it, I imagine the frustration that you have when somebody gets a delay fade. You have them totally boxed, and then they just run this random delay fade that goes up super annoying, right? But it works, and it's effective, and that's why people run it. And it's hard to stop, which again is why people run it. And so this is what the play is usually set up online. I've seen it from professional gamers that are in Madden championships. Seen it from just the random person in the weekend league playing. So this is what the setup is, okay? So you need something to stop B, Y, X, and that delay fade. Well, if you man up that delay fade, it only works for a little bit. Then your man thinks that it's blocking, and they either rush in or do something else, and they're no longer engaged with A, and that's when they send it out. So that's why you have this set up, all right? So the hard flat will take away B. The curl flat, purple, will take away the Y. And that deep blue is going to get X, right? And which is that really deep post. It's going to get X. So then that SPY is for if the QB runs out and tries to scramble, which they'll do. You know, either have Lamar Jackson or RG3 or something like that, so they'll run out all the way to the right side. Try to get that person. If they don't have it, they'll just try and scramble. So that's why I like to put that defensive lineman on a SPY. And he doesn't have to be super fast. Just decent. Like 89 speed or above usually is okay. And there's lots of people that you can put in there to do that in MUT. But that's what I would do. And then Simmons, our guy, is going to kind of guard B and Y as they come across the middle because there's a little bit of gap there. But then our primary receiver is going to be that delay fade. Now, you got to be careful when you bait them into this because when you're trying to bait them into it, a lot of times you could beat yourself, right? So you're like, oh, I want to stay off until I do it. Well, then they just do A, and they really quickly throw it before you can get back over there and kind of bait them into it. So just stay on them. I just say just stay on them. So anyways, that is the setup, and that is the covering that we're going to be doing. One other thing that I'd like to do is hit Y, and then on the right stick, hit to the right for shade outside. That just plays it all the way over to the side. So when they try and get all the way to the sideline over there, they're still covered. That's the only thing I like to do. So we're going to get into it right now. So we're going to snap it, and I'm going to kind of show you how these different things play. So I'm on 2 controllers, so you're just going to have to bear with me here for a second, but I'm going to show you real quick. So here's the snap. So we're going to guard B, 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 and then we're going to come back for if they throw Y, he's going right there. Right? If they were to throw Y, he was guarded, B was guarded, I had the delay fade. There was no way for him to throw it. So let me show you that again. All right, so here's the setup on defense, and I'm not going to use Simmons this time. I'm just going to leave him. I'm going to play offense a little bit here. See if I can throw it, okay? So we're going to put A on a delay fade, and then this is the setup that it's looking like from the offense. So we're going to hike it. And I'm going to go right over here. I can't throw B, and I can't throw Y, and I can't rush, right? And if I'm covering the delay fade over there on Simmons, I got nothing. Let me show you again. All right, so this time I'm going to put Simmons in a mid-read still, just to keep him right there over that A. And then everything is set up just like we've been doing. We have that D-line on SPY. We got the hard flat. We got the curl flat. And we got that deep blue. And now on offense, I'm going to block the running back. I'm going to put A on a delay fade, and it's going to look like this. So we're going to go ahead and hike it. And as you can see, I got nothing. I can't hit anything, right? I even try to throw it deep, and that guy just lurks me, right? So you're like, oh, well, I could have got that deep crosser. Nope, I just tried to throw it, and you can't. All right, so here is the instant replay. I'm going to go real quick here. So obviously I hike it, and we're looking. We got nothing right now, right? So he can't throw to that first crosser. There's someone underneath him, right next to him, and our user. We can't throw it right here because, as you can see, if you're to throw it right here, this guy right here is going to get it, right? You can't throw it from that deep middle because we put that guy in the deep middle. You can't throw right here because this guy is right underneath him, and these 2 guys are right over him. And you can't throw it here because you have that fourth, and then you have this deep blue, so you can't throw that. So let's start it again. So now even you see, still there is nothing open. You can't throw any of those routes. Here, can't throw any of those routes. You try throwing this, and you're throwing right into a pick. Okay? Here. Can't throw it. And again, I'm shading to the outside. Can't throw this. All of these are covered. Now right there, okay, you can't throw that. And this is the one that I throw to him. Like, okay, well, maybe he's coming open, right? He's not. This guy's already retreating back. He's only got to run straight this way. He's got to run all the way over here. He just doesn't have a chance. Here's what it looks like. He even slows down to wait for it. There's just nothing open. And if we're usering Simmons right over the middle, okay, this is what I'm saying our user is Simmons right here. I put him in the same spot that I put this safety, but that's really just to say what our user would be. Our user would be right down here, right down here. Our user would be right down here waiting for this tight end delay route. We're not worried about this QB scrambling because we have this spy. And so all we're doing is sitting right here, waiting for him to release it and throw us a pick. That's all we have to do. So I have played against Weekend League, against people playing this all game long and defeated it every single time. They usually can get it the first time, maybe the second time on me, but as soon as I see that that's something that they're going to be using a lot in their playbook, it's easy to adjust to. And been able to bag it every single time, especially if I know it's coming. Like if they only go to that formation to run this, and you'll be able to tell that, then I can bag it every single time. And in fact, when I see this, I usually think that's the first thing they're doing. And so this is the setup I do. And depending on what else they do, I can make minor changes. But this is how you bag it. If someone's running this against you and making you prove that you can stop it, this is how you stop it. And you will stop it every single time. And a lot of time you're going to get picks because they're so used to things being open on the sidelines that they're going to go ahead and throw it to you, and you're just going to be able to do it. Or they're going to try and run with it, and your spy is going to get them. Or they're going to try and do the delay fade. And as long as you're using it, you're going to be able to stop that. You're going to get picks. You're going to get stops. And they're going to go away from this formation, and you're going to make them beat you with something else, which a lot of these people can't do. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. That is how you stop PA boot over with a delay fade. Very, very common in Weekend League, competitive gaming, and Madden, and it's a very effective play, but if you don't know how to stop it. But this is how you stop it. Anyways, I hope this helped you out. If it did, please like and subscribe. We're bringing more content like this in the future. And as always, I hope you have a great day. Thanks.